The room that wasn't there. I didn't know the room existed until the third night, but now I know it wasn't a room at all. It was a place something had been allowed to stay. I moved into the apartment because it was cheap and silent, the kind of silence that feels watched. The landlord avoided my eyes when he gave me the keys, his lips moving like he was reciting something under his breath. He told me not to play loud recitations or burn anything with smoke inside the apartment, and when I asked why, he said, just don't. There aren't many neighbors anyway. The first night passed without incident. The second night, I woke up at exactly 3:12 a.m., my chest tight, like a hand was pressing down on it. And that's when I heard the breathing. Slow, dry, patient, not human, coming from the hallway as if something was standing. They're learning how I sounded. When I slept, I whispered Ayat al-Kursi under my breath, and the breathing stopped instantly, like it had been listening. The third night, a door appeared at the end of the hallway where there had only been wall before. Old dark wood, carved with faint symbols that made my eyes burn when I stared too long. I felt sickness rise in my stomach, the kind you feel when something unseen recognizes you. I tried the handle. It was locked. That night I dreamed of fire without light, a room that smelled of rust and dust, and something alive behind the walls. I woke up again at 3:12 a.m., and this time the breathing was inside the walls, crawling through them like smoke with lungs. The next day I called the landlord and asked him what lived in that room. He went silent, then said softly, "You were not supposed to see it." He told me the building was older than the city, and that something had been trapped there long ago, bound by neglect and silence, not prayer. That night the air turned heavy. I heard whispering in a language that bent when I tried to understand it, verses twisted into mockery. My mouth went dry when I pressed my ear to the wall near the door. Something pressed back, and I felt heat, like a living furnace behind the plaster. I recited again, louder this time, and the walls trembled. The breathing turned angry. The door began to shake, and a voice slid into my thoughts. Low and amused, "You remember us now." I knew then it was Jinn, old, resentful, and no longer contained. I don't remember unlocking the door, only the smell of ash, and the feeling of eyes opening where there should have been darkness. I woke up screaming in my bed, morning light through the window, no extra door, no markings on the wall. I left that day without locking up. Years passed. I told myself it was fear, imagination, stress. Last night, in a new city, in a new apartment, I woke up at 3:12 a.m. to slow, familiar breathing, and at the end of the hallway, a door carved with symbols I now recognize.